The end of Nokkukooli, Gawking wages in Kerala. It was an unjustifiable menace sponsored by the trade unions in Kerala. It has been bothering many business people, traders and individuals. The menace is known as Nokkukooli, meaning Gawking wages. Payment of wages for a work not done but just watched. Otherwise, it's a mandatory wage paid for work not done. The concept is based on a simple theory of trade unions relating to loading and unloading goods. And it is nothing but, if we are not allowed to work, it's okay for us, but compensate for our loss. The right of loading and unloading work has been vested with the trade unions in the locality. The headload workers will demand an exorbitant rate for loading or unloading any goods in their limits. But there is no option but to agree and pay. One cannot ignore them and do it by themselves or engage other workers. Of course, there is an exception for this condition thanks to a ban on compulsion to engage headload workers. One can avoid the trade union workers and get it done by oneself or by others. But you should pay the trade union of the locality. This is called Nokkukooli, or wage for onlooking work done by others. They attribute the reason as loss of work or lost wages. Their claim was based on their right to work under a state legislation named Kerala Headload Workers Act. This has been considered a right of the trade unions. No law could cease the practice. Now the High Court has intervened. Justice Devan Ramachandran has made it clear that there should be no more Nokkukooli. The usage of the term Nokkukooli should not be heard anymore in Kerala. He pronounced this diktat while disposing of a petition by a hot loaner. The petitioner said, though Nokkukooli was banned, the menace continued unabated. He expressed his disappointment on the continuation of the practice despite a ban and repeated directives from the High Court. The High Court observed that the government failed to implement the ban on the illegal act. The illegal custom has tarnished the image of the state. Investors are scared with such stupid practices. It was recently that business people were allowed to appoint their own staff for loading and unloading. The headloading work has been a golden goose, but the trade unions had killed the golden goose. Unreasonable actions and greed have put an end to the livelihoods of poor headload workers.
Please subscribe the channel. Also, click the bell button to get the latest updates.